Look who just rolled in. It's time to butter up your ears for laughs, life, and a little flaky wisdom. It's all about the biscuits with RJ.
At All About the Biscuits, we believe life's just a big old platter of toppings. Flaky, spicy, sweet, even messy. And guess what? We butter them all up and dig right in. Whether it's real talk or ridiculous rants, I'm RJ and we're serving it hot. All topics, all biscuits, always served hot.
Okay, folks, I'm just going to start this with a simple question. And if you're like me, you think society has gone wild and crazy. We're going to discuss dungeon style punishment boxes for our children. And yes, that includes kids with special needs. This is off the charts crazy. And just remember, if you're logical, have common sense, and you're anything like me, you're going to think the same thing. Then we might just start talking about luxury trips to Mount Everest, because this is crazy too. Crazy enough that I'm going to ask you, do you agree with me? I just want to welcome back everybody to All About the Biscuits. That's right, with this guy, RJ. What is RJ? Oh, that's right there, right here. Yes, welcome back, and welcome to all our new listeners as well. You know, we want to go wide and far as we can. That's right. You know, one take, that's all. We're going to be doing a new format. We're going to be trying to do one a week for a little bit longer because we want to keep you here and keep you engaged and keep you talking. So thank you for all of our current listeners and all that want to join us. So remember, subscribe, follow, give us a review, or simply share the plate with all these buttered up biscuits, because we're just going to get into it today. I mean, simple enough that I haven't been watching the news of late, only because I wanted to take a break. And honestly, during the holiday seasons, I just want to spend it relaxing, recharging. So, you know, on one monitor, I have like a nice fireplace going. I got my mood lighting. I got a little campfire light with my smart bulbs. That's right. I got smart bulbs. And are they really the smart part? Or is it smart because I tell them what to do? Huh? Yeah, that's right. So I don't watch much of the news these days. I do keep up. Don't get wrong. Social media, I get to keep up. But then again, you got to pick and choose what's fake, what's not, and all that good stuff. You know, it gets to be too much. It's overload on the brain, and I just can't take it. So then I just tune it out. So I got campfire, I got the lights down low, got a little river going, and I do that while I'm working just so that I can just stay calm, cool, like a cucumber, and collected. That's right. Keep everything here just so that I can keep flowing in a nice, open mind to get stuff done. So I turned the news on last week. And what do I see? I see a dungeon style chamber. That's a punishment box in the corner of a classroom, an elementary school classroom. And only recently, the parents have found out about this. Now, don't get me wrong. The school says they're not using it. I don't believe it. That's like everything else. No, not true. You're lying. Thank you. Have a nice day. But this is a wood box with a little window on the side. And one little skinny ass pad on the bottom. So it's dark. Very dark. I can only imagine. I can only imagine that we're using torture to put the fear of God in our kids. Now let's think about this for a minute. We went from stool with a dunce cap on from decades ago to dungeon style lock boxes for children. And yes, that includes children with special needs. How awful of a person are you to think this is okay? But my question is, how did this get approved? Who thought this was okay? Who built it? Thinking, oh, I wonder what they're going to use this for. Let me bring this in the class. And this dumbass builds it. And the teacher's like, thanks for the torture chamber. It's going to be for the kids. Yay. If our society is allowing things like this, and these school boards are approving this, because I can't imagine that no one saw this in the classroom. All these kids are sitting here looking at this, terrified. We are just putting trauma into their lives. And their parents have no fracking clue. Yeah, that's right. The parents only found out later that it had been used for their kids. And I just cannot believe that the school allowed this. Now, the school's saying they had no idea. The school's saying it was never used. Okay, well, which is it? You knew about it and it wasn't used, or you had no idea? You see what I'm coming with? But I guess the serious question here is, we take it to a point where I have no problem if you want to spank your kid, however you want to punish your child. But discipline and punishment is to learn a lesson, not to put fear in the child, especially when they cannot comprehend what is going on. They are children. And any adult that is teaching our kids that this is how you are going to be punished needs to be taken out of the classroom and counseled themselves, because the fact that they thought this was okay is mind blowing. I just cannot comprehend putting a child in a closet that is dark while in the classroom with all the other children. That to me is, I don't know, gross, negligent, and should be punishable by the law. I am sorry. It's just, you're putting these children in a position where you're ruining their lives mentally and physically. And it's beyond me that we allow this. And school boards cry with excuses. All I know is if you think this is okay, which I don't think a lot of parents do, but if you think it's okay for these teachers to continue teaching, I've got nothing else to say about it. So this morning, shifting gears. Oh, 10-4, big buddy. All right. So I wake up at 2:47 a.m. this morning. Why? I don't know. I just woke up. You know, our bedtime's usually around 9:30. That's right. I'm getting old. Not that old. But man, I made it to 9:53. Yes! That's like a late night. I mean, seriously, 9:53. I was pretty happy. But then I woke up a solid bam out of nowhere. Wasn't the dog's fault? Nothing. 2:47 exactly. And I wake up and I realize Remy, who does sleep with us, has her head right in my side. Right in my side. That's right. Like digging in a hole right there. And I'm like, stay still. Stay still. Don't move. So I can got my eyes open and I can hear her breathing very heavily, almost a snore. And of course, she's sprawled out like a little child, straight across, not moving, not budging, nothing. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to get him up at all. So what do? I look over. She does one of these, looking at me. I was like, oh crap. It's dark, but she is looking right at me. And all I did was shift my head just a little bit. And she goes, you best not move, son of a bitch. So then I moved my head back. And I'm sitting there going, She had one eye open. What is going on? So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to shift her. And I go to put my hand right underneath her shoulder, and I'm just going to lift her just a little bit to shift her. I put my hand there, and I get this. She looks at me, and I know what she's thinking. I'm going to lay here like a dead body so you can't move me. What you going to do now? So I literally was staring at the ceiling, and I leaned over, looked at my phone. 3:17. Holy moly cannolis. I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to try my hardest because they take up 90% of the bed. And if I grab my phone, Bo's going to wake up. He's going to jump on the bed. And then we're all screwed because then I'm going to get, when RJ's up, everybody's up. Oh, God. I can never win. Never, ever. I don't sleep long, but I can never win. It's either I wake up from the dogs because they're moving, or I don't know. They run our lives. I mean, seriously, that's all it really is. What do you do? What do you do? So I was waking up at 5 anyways because today was Chick-fil-A food donation pickup day. So I've been tired. It's okay. We're going to move on. Woot, woot. We're going to get that train going. That didn't even sound like a train. Wait a minute. Okay, I like that one. That was a good one. So I get up because Christmas delayed us a little bit by one day, which was fine. Chick-fil-A was closed. I guess they're allowed to take a day off. It's okay. Right? I mean, sure. Why not? It's Christmas. So I get on the road. No issues. No traffic. Get there. Get to the first Chick-fil-A because there's two. Douche. So, I'm in a good mood. Kind of talk to myself, get everything all situated. I'm getting going. I'm getting my energy. Woo, woo. And then, put some music on. And we're going. We're bumping. We're doing it. Yes, we are. So we get to the first stop. It's all good. I normally back in right to the pick up your order online place. Go through the door. They already know who I am. And they're bringing this 25-year-old who's like a giant, brings out the first container. And I'm like, yeah, happy holidays. Did you have a good Christmas and such? Whatever you celebrate. I just want to make sure that you're taken care of and I'm doing a good thing for you. So he's like, yeah, I had a good holiday. I had a really good Christmas. I said, you know what? The best thing I got are the small things. I got a Slinky. That's right. I got a fracking Slinky. I was so excited. This little box. And I was like, you know what? Haven't had this since I was a kid. I'm going to be playing with it all day tomorrow. And I haven't opened it. But I told a 25-year-old I got a Slinky. He looked at me like, huh? So I put all the chicken in the first container and he walks inside, he goes, I got to get one more container. I sat there with the bubble. Did I really just say that to this kid? A Slinky? Does he even know what a Slinky is? I mean, seriously. I am a 53-year-old man. And I just told this kid my favorite gift I got for Christmas was a Slinky. What am I, 7? Yeah, maybe so. Then he comes out, pack everything up in the coolers. My back's turned to him. I'm like, have a great holiday and the rest of your weekend. And, I'm closing up the cover and stuff to the back of the truck. And all I hear is, have fun playing with your Slinky. So we're going to start doing a new segment. It's going to be called WTB, What the Biscuit. And what the biscuit is, those extreme cases. I guess earlier could have fallen into what the biscuit. But this one to me takes the cake. I'm watching 60 Minutes last week. And they had a segment where people, everybody's, has a some kind of trip that they want to do, but some people have the adrenaline, they want to be accomplished. So there's always been people that want to climb Mount Everest. It's a hard track all the way up. And they're going through the segment and they're there on site doing the interviews. Like one of the guides he's 19, been doing it for like over 10 years. That's crazy. It's crazy. And now it is so capitalized and marketed, it blows your mind again. Over $100,000, you can get a luxury tent at base camp. A luxury tent at base camp. I'm thinking this is an oxymoron. I don't care how much you put in a tent, you're still in a tent in the freezing cold at the bottom of Mount Everest. Okay, let that sink in. For over $100,000, if not more. I think they said something like it could get up to 140,000. Seriously. If I had $140,000, I am not going to be on a luxury vacation in a luxury tent in the freezing cold at the bottom of Mount Everest. You? And here is what it gets better. So that includes the guide. It includes cappuccino machines, brunch, sitting in nice chairs and pretend nice tables. Oh, they have tents for spas. And then they have a luxury latrine tent. Okay. A tent on frozen rocks so you can poop. So you get all this at base camp, plus the climb. So you go on the climb, you have 20 plus climbers attached to you. Okay? Think of that. With a single rope. Okay? You're getting to the top. One person falls, you're all gone. That's it. Your life was worth $140,000. Okay? One person takes out 20 plus people. There is no way a guide is going to be able to hold all those people when they go. They have this little ladder that goes over this little ridge that is probably 100 feet down. Okay? One person falls. You're all gone. Is it worth it? I'm thinking not. Nope. First off, I'll watch it on TV, but I'm not going. Then you're going up. They have drones now to deliver supplies. I am all for using technology. But isn't the whole darn point about how hard it is to get to the top? I mean, seriously, that's the whole point. Oh, yes. Can I get my cappuccino, please? I can see the top right now. Let me take a seat and I will wait so that everybody else can have a chance. Oh, here comes my coffee. Sorry, cappuccino. Gonna drop it with the drone. Thank you. Oh no, is this someone tugging on my rope? Oh shit! And then you're gone. All that for 3.5 minutes to stand next to a rock, kiss the rock, touch it, do whatever for 3.5 minutes. So you've just spent $140,000 for 3.5 minutes. That's it. Oh, I forgot. You get to poop in a special tent on frozen rocks. Because that, my friend, is not luxury. No. That's not luxury. It's amazing that they don't tell you that it's freezing wind at night while you're sleeping in your special tent, your luxury tent, and an avalanche can take you out at any time. So it is Christmas season. Excuse me. Hold on for a second. Do, 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 do. Ah, cha cha. Dubby, be better. Nah, it's my new drink that I really use right now for caffeine and oh, excuse me. Man, these one takes and no edits is like really like man, I don't usually go past like 15 or 20 minutes. This is really like man, I can't keep going. No, I can't keep going. It's okay. I got new fancy lights. I've got the side lights. So as you can see in the background, glares are better because there are none, or at least very minimal. I don't know what's going on. Jeez, Louise, hang on a second. That was good. That's good stuff. I wish it was something else in there. Something in my hair. I got none. Shaved it all off. It's just easier. Saves me money. Woohoo! All right, let's just get back to it. So it is Christmas season, and one of the things that I do love about Christmas. So everybody remembers Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Of course. Okay. And he lights up the house with 30,000 bulbs or whatever the hell it is. And you can see it from outer space. It is crazy. Love it. And people would make fun of Clark Griswold because of it. You know, they watch the movie, they make fun of him. God, I can't get past this. So, watching Clark with those lights is just what I remember seeing it, and it was like, I want to do that when I grow up. I want to do that when I have a house and just and just so everybody can see it. And now so many people do it. It's become a tradition to just light the crap up of your house and your power bill and your meter. Let me do that again. So it just illuminates the sky. And watching a recent special with the Nelson twins, Gunnar and Matthew, After the Rain. So it was recent, and I was just watching it. I think it was Christmas morning, and they were showing like all like these roads in these neighborhoods across the United States just lit up like Clark Griswold. Cannot imagine. I wish we had a road just like that. I mean, these are just like little Christmas villages everywhere. Just freaking amazing. Love it. So then I see this article and I'm like, what is this all about? So I'm reading it and I was like, oh no, these damn HOAs. Ugh. And I used to be president of our old HOA. And the only reason, before you ask, is because no one else wanted to do it. I wanted to keep the neighborhood looking good. And I was fair. I was freaking fair. It's either fair for all or fair for none. So many people would ask me, what's the neighborhood gossip, RJ? I was like, can't tell you. The only person I ever told was my wife. End of story. Because it wasn't going to go anywhere. We just put the lock on it, throw away the key. But so many people would bitch and moan and complain, and these stories were good. Let me tell you another time. So, this article, this guy, he had, Clark Griswold. 30,000 bulbs lit up the sky. It was beautiful, gorgeous, everything you can imagine. HOA sends him a letter, starts charging him $50 a day if he wouldn't take it down because it was excessive. I'm like, excessive? Girlfriend, that is amazing. He took him to court, and guess what? HOA lost, HOA lost, HOA lost. I could have told you that. And then what does he do? He puts up more lights. Love it, love it, love it. So remember, if you want to put up your Christmas lights, make sure you do it the right way. So in our house, we've got Christmas lights. Very minimal, very tasteful. I'm not allowed to go buck wild. I love color. I like the big bulbs. I love all the 70s, 80s kind of junk. And I love it just right in your face. Oh. So, to keep my marriage going, I'm very tasteful. So I went out and I was like, I wanted something that was like, is he going to keep doing that? So I bought a couple projectors. They do like they project like the snow and the stuff. And it's all kind of nice and on the trees and shit like that. It's tasteful. And, people see it and they're like, that's it. It's plain, simple, and it looks decent. It looks good. It's not the in your face, like light up the sky so NASA can see you. But I get away with it. It's okay. I would do more. But I'm not going to pay someone to do it. And I'm just too damn lazy to do it as well. Because you got to remember, it comes and it goes. And we're not the people that are going to leave it up all year round, or even leave the Christmas tree up all year round. I like my space. We celebrate and we're done. What are you? Pikachu. So we go outside. My in-laws are leaving. My wife turns around. She finally sees the lights. I think for the first time, like at night at least. And she goes, I don't like those. That's too much. It's too tacky. I said, what? You said I could do this. Am I allowed to do the big, bright, colorful, blinky bulbs and have music? No, because you're too lazy. I know you won't do it. She's right. I'm too lazy. I don't want to have to put them up. I don't want to have to get up on the ladder, go so high and do it. So, but that's okay. It works. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm starting to feel like this podcast, I'm trying to do like the one a week just so that I can spend a little bit of time because I got some other things coming in the new year. That's right. Got some new things coming. New things coming. So I will announce that on the new year. I'll start posting on the new channel, RJ versus the road. That's right. RJ versus the road. And you'll see, I just want to be entertainment for you guys. I don't do this for financial means. Hell no. If you saw how much money I spent on lighting and crap, please, sister. I do this because I just want you to enjoy everyday life and what we see because I'm pretty square as it can get. And not the Huey Lewis, hip to be square. No, I am not hip. I am square as they get, straight as an arrow, black and white. That's it. And I don't feel like I did any voices this one. I have like all this stuff. I just want to let it out, let it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just a weird person behind closed doors and in my car, singing in the shower, wherever. Actually, around the house. My wife knows it. She walks in here and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you have so much crap." I go, "You think I got so much crap in here? You should see my print room for the foundation. There's a lot of crap in there. Organized chaos. That's right. You know what I'm talking about, right? Right. So, staying with Christmas theme here. One of our friends, this is the family excuse that we know is highly likely always the lie. One of our friends was supposed to have family over on Christmas Eve, and her son proceeds to tell her, "Oh, my wife is sick. We're not going to be able to come." And I'm like, man, we have all used the sick excuse not to go to an event of some sort through life. At one point, you fake your sickness. Let's just leave it there. You have. When you don't want to go somewhere where you're committed. And I'm like, it's Christmas. And the person prepared all this stuff. And I'm like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for her. And I'm like, you can just look at your wife and go, "You're staying home. I'm taking the kids to go see my mother. Bye." Bueller. Now, people might think that's rude, but I'm like, rude to who? If she's sick, stay home. We'll see you. I'll be back. Have a nice day. She wants to see her grandkids. I don't see what the problem is. And, I get the old, "Well, it might be kind of rude." I'm like, no, she's sick. She stay home. Like, that's it. Plain and simple. See ya. We'll be back. It's going to be a few hours. It's okay. You'll be okay. And it's not like taking care of a kid. If you're sick, you're sick. That's it. Just stay home. Nobody cares. Why does everybody get so offended when someone says no? They don't want to go. Okay, they're an adult. Let's move on. That's it. But you should not go because someone made preparations. But you all know you've lied at one point in your life because you made a commitment to go somewhere, to be somewhere, and you didn't want to go. So you know how you do that from now on? You go, "This is a tentative answer. I cannot give you an answer until it gets closer to that time. Thank you. Have a nice day." I mean, seriously. I thought she was in the right for being angry, being mad, but nope. Honey, you're staying home. See ya and good night. But yeah, folks, I gotta say, this was definitely a tough one for me to get through because I usually like making two parts, but I don't want to do that. I want to just bring it all to you at one time so that you can hear my week of what's going on. I'll talk about stuff in the news. I want to keep it real, keep it raw, keep it open, keep it honest, keep it funny, keep it serious. And let's just keep our kids out of boxes. Not spend so much damn money to go to Mount Everest and can go away just like that. Let's think about what we're doing. Let's not be so selfish. Okay? And if you want to light up your house, not burn it down, but light it up with all those lights, I'm not opposed as you keeping them on all year round. As long as you can pay your electric bill, I'll be happy. Just tell me where and when. If it's close by, I might stop by. So we're going to be coming to you every Wednesday, 7 a.m. And I'll announce even more what's coming with RJ versus the road. That's right. Going to start giving a little more funny stuff, right? Yeah, funny stuff. That's right. Funny stuff. Let's do it. Yo. Oh, man. I can go into about my buddy Tom who lives in Chicago. Sounds right out of Goodfellas. Yo, RJ, come on over. Let's eat a cannoli. That's for another time. And that's going to be another story. So thank you for joining us for another episode of All About the Biscuits. And remember, be kind. Put a smile on someone's face when you go out into the world. And join us next week for a little sneak peek. Busy as a characteristic. That's what it's going to be all about. Busy as a characteristic. So thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And you know what? Be kind. Put a smile on someone's face. Until next time, go out into the world and do well. And where is that end recording button? End recording button. Actually, do well. No, go out into the world and be a good person. Go help each other. Be kind. Support each other. Put a smile on someone's face today. See y'all next week. Bye-bye. There it is. That's a recording button. See you later, RJ.
Thanks for pulling up a chair with us at All About the Biscuits. Remember, life's messy, flaky, and sometimes sweet, but we're in it together. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, leave a review, and pass the plate to a friend. See you next time.